Hello there everyone, welcome back, and I'm here to be talking about Shazam. Now, Shazam is the newest film in the DCEU, or Worlds of DC, or whatever the heck they're calling it these days. And this review is a little bit late, and I do apologize, but at least I'm talking about it now, because, wow, I really enjoyed this film. So, let's get into it. So, it's about this boy, Billy Batson, who is a foster child, and his main mission in the film is trying to look for his mom because they got separated at a carnival or something when he was younger, and he keeps leaving from foster home to foster home, and then finally he gets sent to this one foster home with, it's like a group home. They have a bunch of these other kids, and while there he befriends this one disabled kid who is like all a superhero fanatic, and of course fans of the genre like me probably got a kick out of that. I did, of him dropping references. Oh, Batman this, Superman that. Pretty great stuff. But after a fight ensues at the school and he tries to flee from the bullies, he gets stuck in the subway that takes him to this underground caver where this wizard, who was the original Shazam, bestows upon him the powers of Shazam. So it's basically kind of like Big with Tom Hanks, but the superhero version. And while all this hectic stuff is going on, you of course have to have a villain who wants his powers so that he could take over the world or something with the 7 deadly sins. Now, whoa. Now, getting in advance, this will be a spoiler-filled video since, like I said, I was a bit late to the party. So if you haven't seen it by now, I probably wouldn't watch the rest of this video. But once you've seen it and you want to come check out my spoiler thoughts, that'll be pretty cool. But now, the film, while it's really enjoyable, it has lots of great in-jokes about the genre and all, there are some parts that start out great, but by the third act start to decline. Like with the villain, played by Mark Strong, I thought his introduction was fantastic. Like, it introduces him as a kid, and he's one of the kids because the magician Shazam was looking around for whoever could be worthy enough to take it on. And when he failed at that, it transported him back to the car, and him freaking out about it all ends up getting him, his dad, and his older brother into a car wreck, which paralyzes his dad from the waist down. And there's that kind of resentment there between the dad and older brother and the kid. It really ruins the relationship with the family. Even so on, when he finally does get the powers by being corrupted by the deadly sins, he just kills them off. That was like, the setup for all that was really fantastic. And so it sucks by after that, it's just a generic villain, same villain stuff. I mean, they poke fun at it and all, but it didn't make me care anymore. Like, the introduction for this character was great and all, but you could say that with the deadly sins, they're taking control of him and all that. But even afterwards, when he gets, in jail and stuff, it's just, I'm like, I mean, they had such a great introduction, but it just lost me with the villain. I didn't really like the villain overall as a result, which is very unfortunate. The side characters, like the other foster children at the group home, I thought they were all great. They were some scene stealers. I thought the kid, Asher Angel, who plays Billy Batson, I thought he did a fantastic job, especially for someone that came from Disney Channel. He was in, what is the show, Andy Mack or something like that. Good for you, buddy. Because a lot of those Disney Channel stars don't make it in the business after their show ends. But I thought he did a great job, and I thought that was the real emotion of the story, was like him trying to find his mom, only to realize she left him. And it was really sad, and that scene it's really powerful. And I like how they hinted at it when he was in the flashback, when he's with his mom. It's all colorful and light, picturing it as like a nice portrayal from his vision. But when they show that scene later, when she explains to him, no, I left you, it shows like some of the dialogue choices she said was different. The lighting was more darker. It was just really good visual storytelling, and it just really added to his character. I thought that was great. The relationship between him and his friend was really great. And also when Zachary Levi, the Shazam, when he's in full form, interacted with the kid, I thought that was also great. All that stuff was really well done. My only main problem really is just the villain part, and like the ending, I guess, isn't as good as the rest of the film, because the first 2 acts I thought was pretty fantastic. There's lots of product placements and stuff, which don't get too aggravating, but it's pretty funny. There's some really good song choices in there, lots of nods for the genre itself. Like, if I think you could get the most enjoyment out of this film if you're a fan of the genre, the superhero genre. But other than that, I wouldn't really check it out, but I personally really enjoyed the film. I thought it was great and easily the best thing DC's put out since the Dark Knight trilogy. I even thought this was better than Wonder Woman, which a lot of people loved and stuff, and I thought it was great. But me personally, I just, because of all like the nods for superheroes and like the really great character moments with Billy, you know, and that tragedy with his mom and all, I thought all that stuff really heightened it for me. With all that said, though, those are my thoughts on Shazam! So what'd y'all think of Shazam? I would really like to know. And also, I would go see it because unfortunately it's not doing as well as a lot of people were expecting, because it opened to around 53 million, which isn't like necessarily bad. Like, it's good because the budget isn't that high, but I know that when Avengers Endgame comes out, this film's gonna be DOA. Like, no one else is really gonna check it out because there's so much movies coming out in this crowded marketplace, and it needs to have legs to be able to make a profit. Because I don't even think it's made 200 million yet worldwide, which isn't really good. So I'm hoping it has legs to maybe continue on, because I would like to see a sequel. Because with the ending where all the kids are in like the Shazam forms and all, that was really great, and there could be a lot of potential for a sequel. If not, then maybe a TV show or something, right, on the DC streaming service, because DC has their own streaming service like everyone else. I mean, something, because I really enjoyed these characters and I would like to see more. But yeah, with all that said, those were my thoughts and all. If you want to hit the subscribe button so you can get more content when I upload, that'd be great. Hit the bell as well. If you want to comment, that'd be pretty cool. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's SoarSable or @SableSoar. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next review. Bye.